Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Word of Mouth, Monday night edition. We got a new event this week. Played it a couple times. It's a little rougher than some of the other ones, but it's the best of 17, 18, and 19. So we do have some interesting holes here. And based off of where they were positioned during the setup, they're a little different than what we're used to playing on. Now, I've also heard a lot of talk about Stouts changing. We'll get into that. We're going to knock out some of the events mode first, and we'll get into the Stouts talk a little bit later in the show. Otherwise, thank you all who reached out. False alarm on Friday. Everything turned out very well. Hi, Rodney. How you doing, buddy? And you too, Neil. Jeffrey, the music, we'll blame Richard for the music. I haven't even heard it because everything that I have here, I have the sound turned off on so we don't get any feedback. So we'll take a look at this event, and I want to say that par it's 38 under every time, and 39 under 1 out of 10 games, let's say. And that's also because of the position of where the hole comes up. Well, we'll try to get to it here. I think my best so far is I do have 139 under. But like I said, this is not an easy event. For instance, this first hole, this tier when it's in the middle, I mean, I hate it. I despise it. Thanks, Jeffrey. All right, I'm happy with that. I'd been playing a release forward on that to try to bounce it up, but the release won't release up the tier of the green with a forward. So you kind of get stuck at the bottom. And for some reason, every time that one hits the tier and comes back down, it ends up on the fringe, which is better than having a putt. It still sucks, though. All right, we're going to Mystic here. The last 5 games I've played, this has all been way back. If you play a full A1 with the 10.5, distance is pretty good. Probably a little long a lot of the time. But I'm not totally upset with that. It gives us a chance. I'm probably going to miss this now. Nope, we got it. Yeah, Eric, it really is, man. This is a very well-designed event. We got lucky right now. This one, if we remember this hole, there's a tee box directly behind on the right and directly behind on the left where you have to play some version of a Ryan, you just want to come and start talking shit, huh? I love it. I love it. That's what Ryan sparks. That's it. But very friendly on that look for once. You forget, and some of these courses we all thought were really easy. Some of the shots are still pretty damn difficult. Now, while we're doing this, we can talk about Stouts. And here's what I know thus far. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, bud? Here's what I know thus far about Stouts. Prior to any of the Watchdog reboots, there was talk in the offices internally, nothing set in stone, about possibly moving the distance of Stouts down to stock balls. And that would make absolutely perfect sense. Since the other specialty balls with specialty attributes, I like to call them, mainly arrows is stock balls with that benefit of the boost off the tee shot, right? So if it went down to stock distance, and we'll do some testing just to see, I really don't think it would affect you much on the 2021 courses. And in fact, I will have the contention that I would hole out more with stock distance. And there's a reason for it. I know you guys have all heard me talk about the low tee release and going up a club. And that gives you a chance to almost laser beam it in and even make it have less wind effect. Now, if it went to stock balls, we can knock off on the driver. It's roughly 18 yards, I believe it would be knocking off. So then down the line, it would get down to where I'd basically be able to play up one club on every shot that I'm hitting. Well, if I go up one club, that gives me the ability to lower my trajectory coming in and basically having more of a laser beam effect. Now, minus the fact that there's going to be an adjustment period to it, but I found that when I was playing arrows for a couple events, that my chipping got immensely better because you're hitting them at higher speeds, therefore taking more breaks out of greens that you would have to naturally play otherwise. Now, this hole here, guys, this is the best design of hole of all time. If anyone wants to argue with me on that, you very well can. You're going to be wrong in the end. Dave Rhodes killed this one. Great hole. Very challenging hole. Because that barn, even though it's not over the green, it is over the green, kind of. So you have to land past it. And the club distances that you get in there, you have a chance of being short or long. and there's not a lot of green to play with. So here, I'm just going to cut the 6. And then look at too far. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll restart this one. Actually, let's just go through, give you guys a chance to see. Yeah, there's no sense in me not really going at this one hard. Now I'm just going to restart. We're not too far into it. Yeah, Dave Rhodes killed that design. But going back, if you think about that, so let's say before I was hitting a 7 iron, now I'm hitting a 5 iron. If I thumb it straight, I now have less wind play, and since it's coming in hotter, like if you have a left 2 green, I play it less because it's coming in like a laser beam. So it's awesome. It actually makes it better. I would think there's 2 holes in particular that I think you might be, you're onto something with those 2 though, Ryan. But if we go back and we look at the holes for the entire case of 2021, now this is minus the 2 new ones that are coming out here. I mean, really, we got a couple weeks before the first one comes out. I believe that's Tropical Falls. We won't know what the distance is. We don't know what the distance is going to be on some of these holes there. I don't remember the course from that long ago. Plus, I'm sure there's extra tee boxes. But really, if we're looking at it, there's 2 holes that I would instantly jump in and go, well, the distance is going to be a problem on. And that would be 2 on Monty and then also 15 on Forest. Now, the thing about those 2 holes is they're both C3 shots, right? And if you're hitting C3s with any ball, the distance isn't that much different. The carry distance is going to be a little bit off, and you got to look at that quite a bit. But other than the carry distance being shorter, I don't think it's going to affect us much at all. But obviously, we'd have to see it. They're not going to make it shorter than stock. I couldn't see that happening. So we'll take a look and see if we see anything thinking about that. All right, so now we're on to where this gets rough. Now, with any other type of ball, I'd have an issue at turning the 6-wood into a wind, but I think we're okay here. So I'm going to full see this. I'm going to get it outside of the edge of this barely and be good. Some people will come out with a shot where you hit it straight and skip the water. Never was a fan of it because if you hit the speed just a little off, then you'll hit the wall coming up, and that's trouble. So let's just full. And I'm on. The putt's going to suck, but now without rollovers on this putt's a lot easier. Because before I would have had a C putt that. Now I'm playing that like a left 9 break rather than a 6. And that's where I would end up having a chance of missing one of those. All right, we're going to go over the top of this. And now we're going to run a decently easy hole. That's easy. The hard one's coming up, not this one. This is pretty easy now too. I wish we got some of the old tee boxes on this. We won't ever though, and that's fine because now this is always drivable. Rodney, there was a change this year, and what my assertion was with this, no one at IT could tell me exactly. At first, I thought the surface of the putting green had changed, but really what I think it is they were. Oh, so you can hold down flyby, or there's one that you hold down the help button as well. You can hold those down the whole time and still play while it's doing that. Don't get too used to that because I have a feeling that's going to change come the new machines too. But so Rodney, I thought it was a surface change that did it. But after playing through, and I played every ball on Onse, and I started noticing that they all almost putt identical now. And what I think they did was they took the characteristics of the ball out of play when you're using it with the putter. meaning like the extra distance on streaks. The putt doesn't go any farther with streaks now than Stouts. I did a test earlier on one of the streams where I put the ball 160 feet away on a flat green. It was Pembroke 1. And we putted, the main ball that was the problem before was Vanguards. Because you could put a Vanguard with roll like 270 feet before, when every other ball was like 140 to 155. All of the balls except for Vanguards went 147 feet. The Vanguards went an extra 5 feet. So I think they dumbed down the effect. I think they just dumbed down the effect of the balls. And honestly, that's just a best estimated guess there. But you don't get rollovers at all unless I'm hitting down 10s anymore now. Or if I have like a 3 foot down 6 putt and I hammer it and the ball goes in the air. That still happens. You'll get lip outs still, but those were never rollovers. Hi, Jim. Well, Josh, I did start talking about it. If Stouts changed, yeah, it does make sense. It's just, it would have been something like, I wish I could see a patch note that would say, hey, we did this to this. It would be nice to see those kind of things. I don't know. Transparency is really good. All right, so here's the other way. So when the pin's on the right, you'll never see me go through the middle. I'll come over here to the right of this. I'll take a 5 or a 4 and just cut it with backspin. Safe putt for birdie or eagle, and we're good. So now we're past one of the challenging holes. This one can set up to be a little challenging, but we started at the beginning, but I said I'm going to go back to the Stout stuff later. Josh is worried that he's not going to be competitive anymore, folks. Yeah, pretty much, Rodney. I still will on, when you get like that short down 8, left 6 type of putt, I'm still scared that it's going to roll over. But yeah, it's like one of those hit or misses. So, I mean, if you're confident you're going to make it, even with a C putt, then putt it with a C putt. But no, I haven't had really any rollover issues at all. Oh my God, that's terrible. All right, let's chip it again. How do you miss that? Oh. Yeah, and Rodney, you don't even have any idea at how much easier that makes putting. It's almost one of those things like, hey, God, I wish they didn't get rid of that. I don't like this setup. All right, let's just man up on this. I'm happy. So like this one, down 5, left 8. I'm not C-putting that. And now I don't have that break. Hey, Clay, how you doing? All right, so back to Josh's question here about the Stouts. I'll go through. I'll start saying it one more time, but and honestly, it's one of the things I agree with. I think, okay, so if I'm right, and it's something I want to test tonight, I never looked at it, but I think that Stouts are stock plus balls with half the wind. Chad, I thought I warned you about that. Your first tournament, you're gonna miss 2 putts around. It's that simple. Just because nerves, you got nerves, you got new machines that you're not familiar with, you got 3 different players that you're not used to playing with. I mean, all of that garbage. But so if they're stock plus with half the wind right now, I think that when they do change it, it's going to be like they did with, like what arrows are. Meaning, And arrows and stouts are what I call the two specialty balls. They don't have an attribute that a lot of other balls have. They have an attribute that no other ball in the game has. So when you have that kind of attribute, you make it the stock ball, like arrows is. It's a stock ball for every other shot that you're not on the tee with. I think that stouts would go to stock balls with half the wind effect. And if they do that, like I said, I think the only two holes that it matters for 2021 would be Forest 15 and Monte 2. Now, obviously, when we get new tee boxes, that might change a bit too. Yeah, I want to look, Frown. I want to look. I don't know, though. And I hate to say it, the graphical representation of some of the things in the app, it's not accurate. All right, so this is the one hole in the game that's going to change par on you. Technically with Stouts, this isn't there. I might have a chip at it, but with the angles that I'm coming in at, I'm going to have to cut this just right. I'm going to say screw it and say I got just as good of a chance of holding out from over here as I do making the chip down the middle. And then plus if I go down the middle and I hit the right wall, if I go through the hole in the wall and I hit the right wall, I have a chance of that bouncing off that wall and going wet. So I'll take my points almost a hole out. Good. So now we're on 38 par. That's not good. Okay, so before I made my post today, I would have thought that it was being implemented very soon. And I'm going to go against this and say that there is no immediate plans to implement this anytime soon. Now, would I say that it's a definite that it's coming? I would have to say it's a definite that it would be coming at some point in time. So it's a great time to start getting used to not having them. So it's a good time to, because I will say this, while 2021, if they change it and it's that way, cool. 2021 doesn't, there are a ton of older courses that I would have to change balls on because I don't think I have a way of reaching some of the shots from back then. So then I would have to go back to playing like a Titan. All right, so being an avid diehard Bulls fan, Isaiah Thomas would be the murder. I'd kill him. God, Andrew Dice Clay and I think we would be happy together for the rest of our lives. So I would go with the F. Meghan Markle. I would marry Andrew Dice Clay, and I would have to kill Isaiah Thomas. Very simple. That was one of your easier ones, Chris. So one of the things we're going to do when I get a couple events mode scores put up here, we're going to hop over and we're going to go into casual mode and we're going to take a look and see what ball that Stouts compared to. Oh God, Jack, you don't even have to ask on that, dude. That would be an instant death too. But I think we can all agree that with the half distance of the Stouts, having them be able to go farther than Streaks or Titans in a ton of circumstances is probably not right. All right? As much as we all like it, it sucks. It's not right. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see. If I can make Florida, it's going to be making it at the very last minute. Now this hole, okay, so now you heard me bring up a position where they are in the 18 holes, right? If you haven't realized this, wind gets incrementally harder as the round progresses. Now, while it's not always harder, it has the ability to get into the up to 20 miles per hour. I believe it might be 21 I've seen before too. But when this hole was hole 9, wait, which hole was this? This was hole 4 or 5 before. So you would have very nominal wins. Now it's up to 15. Now, even with Stouts, a 15 win is still a little bit to deal with. So this hole gets a little bit more thought-provoking. Oh, did he do it? Ah, that's not going to be puttable. Watch this. This isn't going to get there. Yeah, I knew it. No, one a night. Wow, we already did that one, dude. Oh, that's terrible. Hey, Marc, how you doing, bud? Oh, Gino, I don't even want to touch that one. I honestly don't think I could get an erection with any one of those three, so I don't know where to proceed with this. All right. All right, so I'm going to do something a little different here. Hey, Thick Ross, how you doing? What I want to do here is I want this ball to come back, but I can't backspin a shot on this because I'll be risking pulling it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to high tee this. I'm going to high tee the 5 with backspin. It should come back almost like bite or a little less, and I might have a chance of making it, but I've got a feeling this ends up at the bottom tier. Yeah. But the great... Oh, okay. I don't think this can be in. Yeah, see, that's atrocious to me. I think that is one of the most ridiculous things ever in Golden Tee, and that needs to get addressed before Stouts does. The fact that I can't make a 50-foot putt. Come on. That's so stupid. It was no way I could get that there. Rodney, I know, right? Rodney, I just read your text. Agreed. Perfect. Yeah, no, K9. It's a. So now we complained about a few holes, and there was a 2-tiered green on one of the new Pine Meadows, I believe it was. That okay, you were literally, if you got on the bottom tier and it was on the top when it first came out, enjoy the stroke limit or putting off the green so you could try to chip up it. They made it so that that hole always had a turbo putt, and I almost wish they would do that on all of these tiered greens, but then it changes how they all putt in general. It kind of sucks. Oh, I've looked at her. Dude. Her mouth is what stops me for any possibility of that. And normally the mouth is the turn on, not with her, man. Nope. Honestly, I think I'd be. Oh shit. Honestly, I think I'm more attracted to Tucker Carlson. Embarrassing, I know. Guys, obviously this situation in Colorado is absolutely terrible. If we have anybody in our community that knows or is in the area, I mean, I hate the term thoughts and prayers, but I don't really have anything else I could do right now. So that we'll leave it with thoughts and prayers and hoping for the best for anybody out there involved. All right, so we got the pin in the same spot in the middle. This is like the worst spot I could ask for. So we're going to just try to plop it down right next to it. There was a shooting. I think they said 6 to 8 people dead in a shopping market. Ah! Gino, as of right now, no, but all right, so I'm going to say it does have an effect, Louis. And really, putting to me is all rhythm. So whatever you do with your putter, just be repetitive with it. Know that when you pull it directionally and don't aim on that same plane, it will have a slowdown effect on the putt. And one thing I've noticed on people that palm putt without pulling back is when they aim to the right, they have it jump the roller quite a bit, so it comes off straighter than where they aimed it. And that's just the slap motion of it. Part of the reason I pull back every putt is because I can keep pressure on the ball the whole time, and I can kind of feel it sitting on the roller still, or I don't feel it jump ever. And that helps out a lot. Now, if you notice when I have these dead straight putts, like from 25 yards or from fringes, I will slap at the ball on purpose because then I can almost force it to go straight. And Neil, I will be in St. Louis. Absolutely. I'm a big fan. I think there's going to be big news for St. Louis too. Other than the Golden Tee Mobile portion of it, I think we got an even bigger one that a lot of you will like even more. All right, so same thing here. This is a rough look. I'm going to baby cut this and throw it out around the trees. I high tee this because I don't want it to have much spin going directionally. Now, see, my thing with thumbing is this, and there's two schools of thought. When you thumb, you have two variables, X and Y. And any person that's mathematically inclined realizes to make two variables work in unison, it's much harder than making one. Now, there is a part of this that I've always forgotten about, and it's about physiology. And there's micro twitch muscles in your fingers that can that can be more accurate than your arm muscle. So, I mean, and some of the best putters I've ever seen are thumb putters. I can't thumb putt at all. No, I think it's bigger than that. Oh. All right, I got a little lucky. I didn't get that out as far as I wanted. Oh, see, that one could have lipped out on me because that wasn't a good putt. This is another thing I really wish they'd change. I really want my tee shots to be lined up. And guys, that right there is one of my biggest question marks of always, right? If I'm halfway in between, like if it's lined me up where if I turn right, I'm the same distance to the right of the hole as I am to the left, which way do you want to go? Josh, I'm not sure. None of the world stuff's been clarified as of right now. I would expect to hear something soon, though. But I think we'll be at the whim of when IT actually, as we start all getting more vaccinated, I have a full expectation. Thick, on this setup, when on events modes, quite a bit. I generally want to go with the 3 driver bag because the events modes are going to be set up to be longer holes and to be able to control my distance with the club rather than me having to hit like between 130 and 140. Then it's better to just have that extra club because you're not ever going at holes that I'll use any of the low iron. On this event, I'm actually been bobbling back and forth, and that's why I haven't changed it on there, whether I'm going to use my 3 driver bag or my standard bag. And so far, I haven't had a shot that I needed the extra driver. So I've been going with my standard bag. And I don't know. I know it's embarrassing, but I don't know how to change that graphic. So I'd love to change it right now to my standard bag. Richard said he'd do it when he comes back in about an hour. But okay, so going back to it, that's one of my hardest things to figure out. When I'm offset on the pin, do I want to cut it in with a hook or do I want to slice it in? So do I want to pull it back left or right? What I found is I'm more fine-tuned pulling back to the right where I can get my cut, like I can undercut if I need to. When I go to the A, no matter what, I'm overcutting it more than I want to. It can, and I do have a bag with an O-bird in it. This one doesn't have an O-bird shot that I need, though. Okay, I'm okay with that. I want to go to my house. So as of right now in this bag, I am only playing the 8.5 and the 10.5. And I'm with you. I had a problem when I believe it was like the Sandy Reef year, and everybody started putting the 10.5 driver in their bag. And I was like, I'm not building the bag with 2 drivers. That's stupid. Because to me, the 10.5 and the 9.5, while there are varied distances in them and varied heights, I just, in my head, I couldn't wrap myself around the fact that they're too similar. But then I realized, oh, I can put the 8.5 in there with the 10.5. And now I got 2 clubs that are similar but can do way different things. Like a low 8.5 will skip anytime I want it to. Or an A1 8.5 will skip with an outwind every time off of water. So it was, that decision got made for me pretty quick, because once you realize how important the 10.5 is, you really don't have a bag that you go without it. All right, so that's not a bad way to play, Louis. I can't disagree with that one bit. Okay, so this is the one hole that I'd like having the 9.5 on, because right now I think the 8.5 with no high tee would clear the rock in front of me, but it's close and I might hit, so I'm not going to do it. But the 9.5 would, so I could hit a standard tee 9.5 with a medium tee and be able to get this in backspin and actually try to make it. Now I'm playing a bailout shot with the high tee 10.5, where I'm going to have a little bit longer of a putt and almost zero chance of making it. Because you won't get backspin on it. Where that pin was, I'd have to alter it to make it. All right, so we're clean. 18's a clean front. That was uber safe. Now this putt, a down 10, I'm C putting it. It is, Brown, it's not really necessary on a putt at all. I don't really have a way to test and verify that that's 100% the case, but it basically isn't necessary. God. Okay, so if you guys look, you can see the pin through this gap. Am I trusting that my thumbs are going to go dead straight? Sure, let's do it. Nope, I didn't go dead straight, and now because I released it trying to make it, kills me. All right, that was kind of lucky. But we'll keep playing this out now since I'm only one off. I miss my 7-wood here. Even though this club is almost identical, I still have to make an adjustment in distance off of it, because we know that the 9-wood is actually longer than what it says. I mean, you wouldn't expect the 9-wood at 114 on the club that's 25 shorter of the pin, and with only 7 wood is going to get there. And that was babied and got pretty close. Might as well play this through to try to get a chip. And you'll probably see what, if I hit the right wall far enough down there, it will kick me wet. Right now, I don't think that can happen, but. So now we get a chip to try to save this. Now, I think I can shush this. Oh, That was awful close. I ain't be getting high. Well, maybe a little, baby. I don't want to lie. All right. I wonder who wrote it. Oh, I never get to go left anymore on this. Motherfucking snow day. Oh, that was nice. Be prudent. Don't. We're letting it die. All right, so we get 9 in our face, but since it's Stouts half wind, this is actually a really good look. And to be quite honest with you, like if I lose distance on a hole like this, I'm okay with it because I'm never short on that hole. I'm long. Or never mind. Oh, with my little eye. I want to make this. So can I go here? No, that's going to hit. Let's go. Ah, that was weak. Very weak effort. I needed more. I do that. All my pairs like balls in my nutsack. All right, so get this 37. We got a 1 off. But as you can see, this is actually what I would call it a 2 off. But I literally haven't seen that hole be drivable on the back. We're still waiting for approval on the monetization side of it, Fortune. So we got to wait. All right, so we get, hey, 37 with the water ball. That helps. Now I'm pretty sure I'm a decent part of the lead. Yeah, we gotta wait. Well, I don't know. I can probably look soon. We'll have it going, and I do think we're gonna move strictly to YouTube for the streaming purposes, which makes sense. If I was to look right now, 95% of the people on here right now are actually in YouTube, which then let's focus on one platform. Like I said in the past too, we would love to use Twitch, but most of us don't use Twitch. Oh, you should be going to St. Louis. It's going to be a good time. St. Louis is always one of my favorite tournaments of the year. And it's helpful for power vending because they're right on, they're in St. Louis. So while it's still a lot of work, it's a lot less work than having to drive around the country. Yeah, that's fine though, but right now I'm getting 0% of super chats, so. Ah! But, really, to be perfectly honest with you, the making money on the stream, it's not that important. It's the guy, Snyder came up with it from... It's so the Justice League can be here. Don't worry about it, dude. I gotta say, I've been watching it. I've put that on the last couple nights and fallen asleep to it, Joe. Not because it's bad, just because I've been watching it too late, and I take my sleeping medicine right before I watch it. It is actually fantastic. Oh. Yeah, but they all do. I mean, we do have a link set up here, and Richard's been wanting to put it on the page to click. I don't want the streams to become a hunt for money. No, it doesn't, Joe. And it's like your sleeping medicine, like your gummy bears. So no, and I'm not big into that stuff typically, but I will say it is the greatest thing I've taken for sleep in my life. It's in GoldenTeeTV fan somewhere. All right, so we got this one again. So this time I'm going to try to man up on a 9 wood. It's tough, though. This distance is always... Now, I will say one of my most favorite matches of all time was it was at an Indianapolis tournament, and it was best of 5. But Haas and I got here, and I hole out a par 3. He holes out the next hole. I then aced that. I aced that, and then holed out the next one too, and then proceeded to dump 16. Like, I left 16 short over the edge, so I was totally screwed. Ooh, happy. Yeah, that tweener shot, it's a tough hole. It really is. I'm not going to... anybody that says it's not is lying to you. All right, we're going to try to man up on this because I want the spin. Didn't need to man up on it that much. Because without the spin, I'd have to try to plop that down short. That way I can try to rip it back in. And as you can see, 250 even with Stouts on that hole is no problem. I mean, 350 even with Stouts is no problem. All right, so we're clean still. This is good. All right, so now I got a look here that's a little different, but I can go right at it. I was for land. Going well, Robert. Yourself, sir. I hate this hole too. But we're not seeing anything. There's really only a couple holes in this, but the couple holes could eat your lunch. All right, we're going to try to go at this because 409, I could get this 400 and get up to have a putt. No, I hit that pretty good, but we get a chip. No good. I don't think I've seen that be drivable yet. Now, I have DNF'd a couple, so I might have been drivable one of the other ones that I played. I got to get used to that shot. Got to hit that harder. And the one like Keanu Reeves. Oh, I dribbled water on my deck. That's not good. Shit. Woo. That putt scared me. To be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to get it left enough. And if I did, I thought it was going to hang way out. All right, another good look here. Let's get an ace, get the 39, call it a day. All right, but we're in good shape here. We're 30 through 33. Yeah, we're on 38. Let's get a hole out on 17. Oh, it's a good look. I got scared and pushed that back toward the middle when I should have just let it go dead straight. Shit. Now it's 17 wind. This could be ugly. Woo! I almost got pissed there. All right, let's take a look. I'll take that. I mean, that's good. Do we want to see any more of the events? See if we can see any shots? All right, we'll play one more of the event, and then we're going to take a look over at... we'll take a look at what possible changes Stouts could be. And like I said, I don't think if they make them into stock balls with half the win, that most of you will even bother wanting to change on this year's courses. Let's see if I can go 38 twice in a row. 39s are going to be, I mean, as you can see, the holeouts are tough. So K9, we will be getting, so I take it you're on 2021. So on April 4th, I believe it is, I just reset my phone because we had a bunch of issues today. Like all my apps would open and then just close right away. So I reset my phone then to realize everyone was having the problem. So it's probably a stupid move. So I got to get my images back. But April 4th and June 7th, I believe, might be June 11th. But we're going to get the 2 remastered courses. Then we're also going to get new tee boxes and new tees or new pin positions too. So yeah, you're going to have a lot of new content coming up. No, I'm on Verizon with Android. It's goofy. Rowdy, yeah, we've been talking about it a little bit, and to my understanding, it's just an evil rumor as of right now. I mean, they had talks about it internally that they were discussing changing the distance on the ball, like going down to have them be stock with half the win rather than what they're at right now, and then Watchdogs happen. So as of right now, don't expect to change anytime soon, but I will say do expect to change sometime. I have a feeling it happens. So it's not a bad time to start thinking about coming up. I mean, playing the game with. I mean, I'm going to go straight to Titans. To me, Titans might be the most overpowered ball in the game. They just are not worth having no wind half the time or half the wind. But like I said, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Yeah, but you're also like 5 generations behind all of the actual stuff you can do with that phone. All right. It was on GoldenTeeTV at one point. I got it, and I know if you ask it, somebody will put it up. And I think we have the graphics somewhere here too, but I'm not going to stop during the middle of the stream and dig. Now, see, you can hit a straight shot at this from like here and through that gap of the trees right there. But man, I always mess that up. So I'm just going to play this in with a cut. Yeah, dude. No, I mean, 99% of us don't use our phones to the fullest potential. You're not wrong on that, Joe. Oh, see, that's why I like going to that hole with no tee, because if I had a high tee that, the only way I would have aced that is if I hit the hole first. And that's just not. I mean, altering shots is not a good way to approach Golden Tee. All right, now am I going for the ace here? I think I am. Damn it. No one save her. She don't want to be saved. All right, so far, no issues on this round. Come on, give us hole 13. Give us that one to be there. All right, so this is the setup. I can't stand with these. I'm happy with that. That's good. Almost had it. All right, so it's as short as it can be, and of course, I'm actually going to try to hole it out from the side. I'm going to have a pretty straight wind in, little 5-iron backspin. All right, so, I mean, that one, I mean, we got to call us one off, but was that really there? I don't know. I'm okay with that. Happy with that, actually. Oh, yeah, Ryan. Still playing Stouts. We'll pop over. We're going to pop over. Not even a Stout. We're going to just take a look at the distances. I'm going to, honestly, if they made Stout stock balls with half to win, I wouldn't change. And in fact, like I said, I think I'd hole out more. Oh, I didn't realize that would hit. Oh, well, that one's dead. All right, let's take a look at this, and we'll go back to it. So we're going to pump into casual mode right now with just a 4-player game. We'll go back to, we'll just pop into one of these just to take a look. All right, so this first character, we'll put on Stouts, and we're going to try to find the ball that matches them right now. And the easiest way to tell will be to go line up our drivers on it. All right, so let's go to... All right, so the driver shows with the stock driver and Stouts, it's adding 8 yards onto the driver, so we're at 308. So let's go and look to... Let's see, equipment setup. So we got to find something that gives us 8 yards, and that's the ball that it's kind of similar to. Orbits might be it. That looked about the same line, didn't it? Orbits are close. Where is stock plus? Because that's what I thought they might have been. Wait, why don't I see stock plus? Oh, wait. Somebody show me that now. There we go. That looks too long. Yep, those are too long. No, thick. There was like, I saw a post of about 50 people saying that it's just any app you open cuts out right away. So it's not Stock Plus. All right, so that's what the distance of Stock Plus looks like. No. Juice? No? It's almost like the number is its own magical thing. And I got some kind of spreadsheet somewhere with actual numbers on it. I might want to take a look at that. No. Torpedoes, that looks like it's going to be 308. Yeah, the torpedo distance is the same distance. Now, let's compare it to stock balls now, though. So we would be losing 8 yards off the tee. So 8 yards off the tee would mean all right, so if we're losing 8 yards off the tee, let's think of what holes it's going to affect. On 2021, like I said, hole 2 on Monty, still be able to get there with an outwind. Anything into an inwind, you're probably done for. And hole 15 on Forest, that would be a real pain in the ass, to be perfectly honest with you. I would almost think that you're laying up more to it. So is it going to be that big of a deal? I don't think it will be. It's 8 yards off. And then as you go down to lower clubs, it's really not much off at all. Now, coming from experience after playing those rounds with hey, what up, Drew? Coming from experience when I played those games with arrows, stock distance isn't going to be a problem. So I guess I really wouldn't worry about it if they change it, to be perfectly honest with you. You'll just have to adjust. Maybe add another low iron to your bag. But other than that, I think you're fine. I think you'd be totally fine with them. So even if they do nerf it down, Adam Hansen, how you doing, sir? Even if they do nerf us down, I don't find it to be that big of a deal. Did I get my final score in? Oh, yeah, there we go. We're up there. We're up by 1 on everybody, but this is early in that event. All right, this isn't going to be drivable any ball that we're using. Maybe arrows, probably not, though. Well, get it. You're going to have a blast. And I'll bet that 15 under game will turn into a good 20 by the time that you leave. As much as we have enough streams out there with content for you to see some of the things, somebody's going to notice something that you're doing and go, stop. No, don't do that. What are you thinking? Which holes are you talking about? I don't see that at all on hidden. I can't think of anything that would. Now, obviously, Jack, you want to go left into the heavy rough on hidden. Left into the heavy rough. Left into the heavy rough. But yeah, that's fine though, because I mean, really, I don't think we should. That shot probably isn't my favorite shot on that hole anyway. You could just go up into the fairway. And like I said, it is only 8 yards. So there, yeah, it would stop me from going to the left quite a bit. But oh well, then it just means I got to put it short and then play the shot right at it. But the bigger thing to me is there's never going to... Okay, so Castleshire. If I looked at Castleshire, I would not be playing Stouts on Castleshire anymore. Like, to me, that course would become absolutely untenable without out Titans or streaks. And there are some older courses too that are very long that you'd have to not. And coming off the top of my head, I'm not really coming up with any. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Jack. I don't think that would be a problem though. Well, it just would change. It wouldn't change my way to. It would change how I attack the hole, but it wouldn't change the shot. It wouldn't change my par on the hole at all. Yep, that's where you'd have to go most of the time. All right, it's raining, guys. This is one thing you got to look at, right? It's not about that. It's not IT. It's everyone else. See, Sandhill, I don't think it would be too bad of a problem. I don't think I'd have an issue playing. There are an extra hole on the back that I might not be able to drive anymore. But with Stouts, it was really hard to drive it anywhere. Would it even it out? Yeah. Would I lose some strokes to some people that are playing longer balls in general? Probably. Guys, look at this right now, though. This is a great depiction of what we're talking about when we say that rain is different than you think. The carry distance doesn't change at all in the rain, even though that number on the left has dropped by 16 yards or 17 yards. I'm still playing this with a thumb release, and if I played this with no rain, I would do a thumb with bite. The only difference is when it hits the surface, it's not going to take off as fast or as far. But the distance, look at that. I landed with a thumb shot 15 yards longer than that marker. So you guys got to be careful. And I still remember Jimmy Mack, me and Kins were playing. And if you don't know Jimmy Mack, he's a treat. And he's actually played a lot of Golden Tee in his life. But we're sitting there, we're all playing, and Kins and I like hit 3-woods and stick balls next to a hole, and he goes in and hits a driver and murders it like 50 yards over the green. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing, Jimmy? And he's like, well, the thing on the left showed me my ball getting there. So I hit it like, and no, dude, you can't judge that. We can't judge that at all for distance. It's a good guide with no rain, and since we have no rain on any courses other than old ones, most people that haven't played as long as us might not understand that. What is SLM? I'm not sure what you guys are saying with this SLM. Yeah, guys, I kind of think I kind of could see it not happening. But I would recommend any Stout players to take a day or two of not playing Stouts. I know I was speaking with Jason Stark about this just a little bit ago, and he's like, no, I want my viewers to be happy because of it. Because I mean that there is definitely a way that it can increase the skill gap of the lesser player to get closer to it. But I'm telling you that the top players that have switched to Stouts are seeing more of a benefit than even the lesser players are. I mean, notice look at the finals at Wisconsin, dude. I mean, same guys are still up there, dude. You think they're the luckiest guys in the world? No, it's because you can do stuff with them. I don't want to hit this, but I'm gonna. Oh, I totally overcut that. Oh, that was bad. I don't know. I don't live close enough to him to fillet him. That was stupid. Why am I doing stupid things? All right, we'll save the bogey there. If Luna lived in Iowa, he would get lucky like 100 times a day. It's amazing. The hurdle nerf. Honestly, guys, the hurdle nerf. The hurdles are one of the worst 3 balls in Golden Tee now, and 90% of us used them when they were out. All right, K9, if you're gonna pick a ball, your choices are Stouts or Titans. If you think Stouts are going away, then go with Titan. Otherwise, it's Stouts. It's Stouts across the board. Oh, God, dude. I try to play them now. They're absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I'm screwed. All right, I got to backspin this to get a little more height. Now, see, the 9-wood on flares is the 9-wood that we have now. Oh, it might be the worst ball that we have. It could be. I played with them during that thing where I played all the balls on Once. But here's the thing. I would love to go through, and there should only be 5 to 10 balls that you could choose right now. The fact that there's 33 different types of balls, it's kind of nonsense too. It's because all the balls from 2016 and beyond and earlier don't have as many attribute points to them as the newer balls do. So when you get a ball like, okay, hurdles, there's streaks. Hurdles are streaks with less distance and less spin. I don't understand why I would ever want to use a ball like streaks with less distance and less spin. That was stupid too. Wow, I kind of shit the bed at the end of this game. Yeah, and I mean they're like settlers or ramblers, like they're balls that just need to go away. But I would say that you should have stock, Titans, grabbers, like a dart, one of the darts. I think darts. I don't play them ever. Darts would be good. Stouts. Titan. If I didn't say Titans, and then really after that, arrows, because they're a specialty ball that you could use. I'm okay with specialty balls. Other than that, nothing good. Because all the other balls are variations of the ones that we already know. Barrage's Titans, dude. Jason Barrage's Titans with less distance. And I think they're almost identical. All right, so to do invitationals, you have to go into the app and you send invites to your friends and things. But if you go on to here, let me see if I can pull it up and get it in the chat. Yeah, when the chat's on my other screen, I don't want to. If somebody could grab them the link to the Facebook invitationals, and if you can post it, go ahead and post it. So there's a Facebook group on there. If you just look for Golden Tee Invitationals, just send an invite. Post on there, you'll get invites. But invitationals are games that you are accepting through the app with other players. I did. Well, like I said, I played all of the balls. And it's weird because I think the game, we had there was a pool going for it too, like a buy-in, like everybody bought in $20. You get a random club, you get a random set of balls, and the best score won the pot. Or I gave away an update or something. I can't remember what it was. But I ended up, my best score was with Spectrums because they're all the same when you get there. I mean, all the balls are the same. Literally, they're almost all identical, except for the specialty balls. Yeah, it's just the point. The point is they don't need to have all of them. Like, clean a lot of this crap up. Get rid of a bunch of the clubs. Get rid of a bunch of the balls. Streamline the starting process would be awesome. Like, there are too many choices out there right now for us. Not for us. We all play the same crap. But for a new player getting in, way too many choices. Richard, it's almost identical, dude. I'd have to look at it and do a test more on it, but I'm pretty sure they're almost identical. But I tell you what, that after I'm done with this invite, let's go through and test a call. Let's do that. Let's test some of these balls. I got a really good way to test whether a ball hooks or slices more or less. We can only do it in casual though, because if you did what I'm going to do in a game, it is actually cheating. But it's a good way to find out. But we'll test it. Oh, the build a ball with an attribute. Yeah, give us all 15 attributes. Have something like half wind costs you 5 of the attributes. You know, like that kind of thing. That would be great. There's no one in the world that doubts that would be great. And in fact, half of us thought that's what the build a ball was going to be this last time. Captain, so once again, go ahead, search Facebook and look for the Golden Tee Invitationals group. Hang on a second. I'll just get it. I'll get it. Because I don't know if it'll allow you guys to post. But if you guys want, shoot me a friend request, and I'll be happy to come on, where's share? Copy link. Okay, good. And let's just open the chat. Oh, Caesar, if I didn't use Stouts, I would 100% be using Titans. All right. Let me know if you guys see that or you just see Start Out. But that's the group in Facebook to get to invitationals. Now, I would be using Titans 100%. I think Titans are actually more overpowered than any other ball they've ever made. And it was funny, and I will tell you this. So the NIV where Duncan won, it was the last NIV. Oh, it would be, Mike, and it would change the game for everybody because you could fit it to suit your needs. But when that Richmond came out, we were all still using grabbers or barrage, whichever one you chose before, or streaks. Now, I remember getting the update for when Titans came out, and I texted Adam Kramer, and I was like, dude, don't you dare publicize this about how good those Titan balls are. And Adam was like, yeah, I know. I've been playing them on my home edition. They're insanely good. Well, I think Duncan and I were the only two playing them at that tournament, and we qualified 1-2. And I mean, I think we were two or three strokes ahead of the field. Well, okay, so Caesar, grabbers. Okay, so now grabbers were, what year was Agave? Agave was 2019? Or was that last year? But okay, but I was using grabbers fully for 2 or 3 years straight. There is a negative to grabbers, though, right? Okay, so what I found is, but what I found with grabbers was, yeah, the carry distance is not prohibitive. They're the same as most of the other balls. What made me change, and I switched to Barrage because Titans weren't available yet. Yeah, but I played grabbers up until that because I was watching people drive hole one of Agave when the new tee boxes came out. But with grabbers, the A1, when it bounced in front of the green, it never would get over the lip and it would plug in the rough every time. I don't think I could get it on that green with grabbers. Now, for a lot of people, it wasn't a big deal. If you could shush, okay, great. Shush it in. I'm not a good shusher. So I was chipping at that, and my percentages weren't high enough. I switched to Barrage, and what I found, just because of that bounce, right? That bounce between grabbers and Titans, while the bounce is beneficial for it to be low, it was prohibitive on a few shots. So I had to switch. And then I was playing Barrage, and then I tried Titans out, and I was like, holy shit. These things are, it's Barrage with an extra 2 yards off the tee, and it has normal backspin. How the hell would I not want to play these? And here's the thing, right? I don't think you should be judging a ball based on, okay, there's one or two balls. Yeah, well, it's that, and because of the lack of spin. See, that's why a lot of the times when you're hitting C3s or A1s, you can hit them farther with a ball other than streaks, because the roll or the bounce that you get with the roll, even with a high tee, actually carries further than the extra distance that you get off the tee. I don't know. It's real close, but it's not enough distance to change the ball. The biggest thing about streaks is the carry distance, where it lands, right? Where they land is the biggest difference. It's like Haas and I had the argument on Teton. He's like, well, I could drive Teton 2 almost every time. And I was like, I could drive Teton 2 almost every time too. But he is right that with streaks, Teton 2, you can carry farther on a fly. They might not end up going as far depending on with it. Right, hole 1 on Castle, but I will drive hole 1 with Titans every time. I'll never miss it with Titans. I'll get it with Stouts about half the time, but I'll never miss it with Titans. But that, once again, it's all about the carry distance there. But like I said, that Castleshire would be a perfect example of a course that if you made Stouts have stock distance, that course could no longer be played with Stouts. You're costing yourself 4 or 5 holes that could be drivable that you will not be able to drive with Stouts. Like right now, with the distance that it's at, I cost myself, and really there's another one on the front 9, but after that it's a crapshoot. I think the collision detection with a lot of things is goofy. And I think one of the problems with the collision detection is we see surfaces that are wrong right now. So when they have that fixed completely, then I'll be able to judge it fully. But until that point, I can't really sit there and stay. I mean, I've never liked streaks, to be honest with you, except back in the Tahiti days. Yeah, good talks though, guys. I'm glad it's not everybody just sitting here bashing Stouts. That's good. Oh, that was a bad effort. Whoopsie. But it could also be that streaks don't have as much spin. So even the backspin won't make that bounce kick out as much, and roll won't kick it as far forward too. So yeah, it would make sense why that would happen. I really thought that was going to catch fringe and totally screw me, but thanks, Kevin. All right, there we go. Oh, gee. Yeah, we can't be having it. All right, wait a minute. We're going to do something here. Oh, let's do a couple tests based on cut. Hey, Mr. Kalich, how you doing? All right, so let's do a couple tests here. We're going to go casual. Let's go here. I want something with a relatively straight hole one. Falcon's always really good for that. Let's see what else. I want flat and straight. Oh, Hawthorne should be good. Good. Did I mean to pick Hawthorne? Yeah, Hawthorne's the right one. I think they would. Well, honestly, we can't really talk about it. All right. So we'll keep player one on stock, right? No, actually, I don't care. We're going to really do, let's do Barrage Grabber and let's do Barrage Grabber, Streak, and Titan. All right. So select ball. All right. We got Grabber. Okay, good. Skip turn. All right, let's go here. So we got Barrage, Titan. I mean, we got Grabber, Titan. That is one thing I think that if they did it, it should be, you should be able to see what the other ones are using. So what were we? We said Barrage. Barrage. Yeah, I got it. Okay, skip turn. Okay, so we got Barrage, Grabber, Titans, and we'll go with Streaks. And we're going to really test the cuts on these, okay? Or Streaks. Okay, good. Okay, so. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. Tony Johnson came up with that idea a long time ago, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, that's an awesome idea!" And then you charge $1 a dozen rather than 50 cents a dozen. Cool, great, make money, IT, get it. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. So is this tight? Yeah, thank you. All right, good. Thanks, Richard. So this should be Titan. Okay, good. So, okay. So Titan showed 312. Grabbers show 311. Barrage shows 312, just like Titans. And then Streaks are 316. But let's go. Yeah, we got it. All right, so what I'm going to do here is this. We're going to leave it with no spin on it right now. We're going to pull it full C. And then I'm going to hit them straight to 2 at 142, all of them. And we'll see where they all end up. Let's see which ones turn more, which ones, yada, yada, yada. So full C. And now we're going to get straight 142s. All right, we might want to turn right once, but this will still be fine. And in fact, we're going to do it from right once. This is a pain in the ass, by the way, guys. All right, so we go back up. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the streak one. God damn it! I forgot to pull it back. All right, so now we pull back full. Good. 142, more than C, perfect. All right, we got, this is grabber. Turn right once, full C. .142, dead straight. Okay, so if you guys are noticing, that ball turned exactly the same amount, but it just went the distance shorter. All right, right turn. So I'm taking off I'm disconnecting one of the rollers. And then let's ball again this one and redo streaks. So I can only hit the ball straight what I'm doing here, right? All right. Full C. I only hit it 132. Okay, I got to redo that one. Wow, I whiffed that ball. All right, so he said that barrage I hit only 132. All right, so we're going to redo barrage. Yeah. What? 354.28. All right, so we got barrage. We got to get this pulled back. Yeah, okay. All right, so judging on... all right, guys. If this doesn't prove to you guys right now, streaks have a little less cut, like maybe 1 point less a cut. All the other balls are the same with the cut. So, okay, there is 0 sense in playing barrage over Titans. Yeah, it does make it curve more. But there is 0 sense playing barrage. But there's 0 sense playing barrage because we just watched Titans are an extra yard further, but I get spin if I want it. And they cut almost identical. So there's really not much change there. But what we did notice about streaks is that streaks don't cut as hard. Let's do this last test. All right. Grabbers are out in my book. They're not a ball that should be used. But let's do this. Let's go equipment setup. Let's hit a stout at these and compare them. All right, so the cuts are, I mean, I'm going to say that the cuts are identical and that the reason why that the barrage is a slightly right off this line of the other ones is because of where it landed. And I would even be, and where it landed, it probably hit something on the fairway that wasn't flat. But I mean, if we're watching this just off of this little bit, all right, cut, same, right? It's nominal difference between all of them. And since you can't be as precise as you want with the cut anyway, like that amount of play in it means nothing. So then you got to go, let's look at the positives and the negatives. Okay, after this test, I would have to say that, yeah, exactly. But, okay, so, I mean, some people have said there is a part of wind, a wind-resistant part on streaks, but there isn't. There is no, that attribute, the only thing that has that attribute is Stouts. It is the only ball that, if you look through the database, that has that. It is. It's the only one with that attribute in it. So we know that's not the case. The only way I could think that it's changing is if it doesn't go quite as high. If somebody wanted to go back and look through and look at the height on all these on that might tell us a little more. But in general, though, what would be the point of playing streaks over Titans right there? To me, nothing. Now, Stouts, yeah, they're shorter, but okay, half wind, that much distance does not bring half wind. Half wind is way more valuable than that extra 5 yards that I've got right there. So, and Barrage, since they're shorter than Titans and cut the exact same, why wouldn't I want to have that backspin, the extra backspin that I get with Titans? Yeah, you could. We did these tests with no spin whatsoever. But this is why I've always said Barrage should have been replaced with Titans, right? I mean, Barrage should have been replaced with Titans. They're almost identical balls. Titans are a little bit longer, and they have more spin. Other than that, I think the bounce is the same. I think, and I'd have to look at the numbers again, but last time I did, the bounce is identical. It's just less spin. Every other attribute's the same. It's less spin, more distance on Titans. Streaks, less spin. I mean, there are carry issues with it that you can carry it further. I just can never justify it. Like, there's no reason for me to ever play streaks when I have a ball that's only 2 or 3 yards shorter on most shots, and I can get backspin on it. So, just this little test should be enough for us to realize that we really, I mean, really, Barrage grabbers should be gone. Should only be Titans. Titans or streaks. That's your only option there. And then we just watched Stouts. We already know the benefits of it. But, guys, there's only, like, I want to say there's only 2 balls that have this X. And I have to look at it. I haven't looked at it. Oh, I could. Shit. I guess we could. And RJ, hole 1 is a good way to determine what we're going to see with. Yeah, I can go back in. We'll take a look at it again. I want a better hole, though. Let's go to 4. Let's go to Falcon Sands. That hole 1 is really good for this kind of testing. Because I know it's completely flat. All right, so we saw what we'll do a Stouts, a Titans, and a. We'll do Stouts, Titans, and stock. So I'm just going to. All right, compare distance and curve. Let's do this. We'll go here. We'll pull this back with stock. Now, this has got the 5 miles per hour at our back, too. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this hole might not be the best hole for this. I thought it was really flat, but over when you get to the sides, it's really curved. I should have probably done the changes there. All right, so that was stock. This one we'll do a Titan. Well, was it way shorter? Yeah, but Stouts are absolutely shorter than the others. The question would be, but now see, here's the thing though. That was with a 4 mile per hour outwind too, Jack. So we also got halfway. They got an extra 2 mile per hour wind at their back. So really, if we had no wind, would it have been any shorter? It's one of those things that we're never going to see a 0 wind on this. So let's go here. Okay, but streaks, though, now, mind you, you got to remember, too, high-teed streaks on a straight shot, they do carry longer. So we're going to carry an extra 5 to 10 yards on a fly. The end distance, they might be shorter than Titans. But if they carry it now, if they carry further, it could bring an obstacle out of play that you were going to have to deal with before. Does that make sense? Oh, I got to pull it back first. Yeah, see, this one's going to be tougher to judge, right? Because we have too big of a wind. Yeah, a driving range would be great. It would be great, but we're just guessing here. Yeah, I'm still here. All right, we're good. I think the direct connect between me and Richard is causing some delays right now, and he's not here to fix it on his end. So you guys might get a little buffering here. I do apologize. All right, let's pop back. I'm going to knock out some more events. My internet might be dying on this too. Oh, God, I hate this. I hate this look. We're going to go high T by... Oh. Yeah, so the outwind, it's really tough to judge. If we could get a true dead flat surface, but you got to extrapolate the things that you see there based off of the conditions that we're in. The only things you could really test there is the same ball. The same ball. That was how we also tested that. We know that going to the tip of the C is the same as pulling to the choose club because the cut is identical. It lands in exactly the same spot. But I mean, let's be honest though. The half wind is a much more valuable attribute than the extra distance that you get with the other balls. It's that simple. It really is. You can't. There's no argument there. If you're making that argument, you're already failing in my book. Yeah, true. It's really more the wind. I don't care about the flat. I think we've already proved the point. And really, the initial test on that was to show the cut being the same on Barrage and Titans. And I think we saw that, I mean, almost identical. So if that was your reasoning why you didn't want to switch off of Barrage and go to Titans, you should. Because it's clear as day that doesn't make a difference. And I think that everyone here is going to agree saying that Titans, Streaks, and Stouts are the only three balls that should be in play right now. Other than that, everything else is useless. Obviously, there are some advantages to your gimmick balls or special attribute balls, like your arrows. Really, just arrows. So really, I don't see any other reason to play anything else. Now, money shot, okay, your special attribute balls, like your darts or your javelins, those two are specialty balls, and I could see those staying there, but no one would play those in regular round. Oh! Oh, there. But I mean, it's just a stupid little test. Guys, just make sure you don't do that. If you're in casual mode, I don't give a shit what you do. But in any form of contest mode, do not mess with the trackball or manipulate it. Remember that we're only doing this for testing's sake. And a lot of the testing sake that we've done on the stream, we've gotten to give that information directly to IT to show them some things. And it's been helpful to all of us. But know that we're not using that ever during any gameplay. They have ways to tell that as well, too. It is literally impossible to have a dead straight forward and back pullback. So when they see the zero, when you see the zero rating on a ball with no left or right bias on it, you know somebody cheated. It's that simple. But those are the kind of little nuances, though, that you get to learn from, and I hope we get to keep giving you that kind of wisdom. I cannot believe that Harlow plays darts. I would not buy that. I can't believe that somebody who's played GoldenTeeTV that long could possibly be that stupid, is what I'm saying. Hey, there's my man, Josh. All right, so this is ugly. Guys, this is ugly. I don't know how to play this. I said I never went through this going straight. And I might right now because that looks too good, but I should just... That kind of looks just right, though, doesn't it? Is that going to hit? I'm going to go straight. No, I'm not. There's no way to hit the speed just right. Yeah, this is ugly. God damn. I'm thinking that's the right play. I just don't like it. No, that was the right shot right there. Come and shine on down. Hey, Gravenbridge. Money. With the track. Yeah, it was. It looked too good going right at it, though. God. They plug. They plug. Like javelins and darts, they plug. They're really good for... A lot of people use those on money shot, things like that. Question nothing. Not much. Yeah, there's something like that. It's goofy. I'm so grateful. Fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Right, shuck, we blow. This is a party came to live life like nobody is watching. Oh. Oh, question. Well, we do shows Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my man. The ceiling can't hold us. All right, we're kicking it. Well, thanks so much, question. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So this is where, okay, now if I had streets here, I think this would be there. I don't think it's there, though. And if I go down the middle, I have a chance of screwing it up. So we're going to just pop it out way right. get a line in, we get a thumb shot, 6 win. Let's make it. Let's put this ball in the hole. We need to make this. Nope. Na, 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 na. Thank you, gentlemen. It's kind of the thing on the stream. I got a lot of good ones. This is the moment. All right, let's not blow this one again. I don't like this look one bit. All right, we're going to cut this to the high. I didn't want to have to high tee that. It's a 6, though, so it's fine. All right, we're keeping this one together. Oh, good look. Good, good. Now, see, normally this is where I get the question. Do I go from the right and have the wind help it from here, or do I cut it back into the wind? Anything off the green, if I'm on a non-fairway surface, my chipping's great. If I'm on a fairway surface, this is friggin' ugly. All right, well, we're on the 38 again. Come on, we need a hole out. I want the 39. All right, we're going to bounce this short, kick back right once, and have it go in on one hop. Here it is. All right, stick 18, get our 38. All right, good look on 18. I like this look. I like this look a lot. All right, we killed it. That was probably the easiest look I've seen so far. There was not a shot there that was a problem. We just need a hole out here, man. We got a hole out one. Gotta get one. And like I said, this is this is a fun event to have. And that one shot from the back 9 to Cat Andreas, I think it's hole 10, maybe 11. It hasn't really been there once. Now, if I wanted to play Streaks or Titans, it might be there a little more. But the rest of the holes become much harder. So, do I do it? No, probably not. All right, we're going to go high tee, thumb backspin. Wow, am I short with the thumb backspin high tee? Yeah, I am. Get to the fringe. All right, see, now I got to the fringe, which is fine. I can make this chip. But I didn't. You see how bad I hooked that chip, though? I've been working on it, though, and I got a new technique. I'm just not doing it very well yet. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, yeah, you got to just get that one. Yep. All right, guys. So, I just Venmo'd CJ $225. I still have no idea why I owe him that. I just don't give a shit, and I don't want to scare those guys anymore. So I just Venmo'd it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? If 225 shuts somebody up and makes them stay the fuck away from me from now on, it's a good investment. I'll give you that. But you know, when people live their lives based off of usury, it's not. I guess that's how you got to be. I mean, I guess that's how you got to be. All right, let's get an ace. I got to ace one of these. Oh, I want high. Whoop. Well, apparently I scare him and the Minnesota people, so I'm scary. I don't want to be scary anymore, guys. I'm sorry if I scared any of you in the past, or if I do it in the future, I'm really sorry. I apologize. Cuerdo, we'll leave it at that. I will speak in innuendo right now. That's it. That's all I got. I know. Santa, I know. I just never, in the history of my life. All right, never mind. Oh, Aiden, my man. Hi. Yeah, I know, but Minnesota is now officially scared of me. That's awesome. I love it. I will say this. There is not a chance in the world that I would miss the Carolina Clash, knowing that all of you sexy beast people are there. That's all I need. I know. Uh, Get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Hot bitch in my home. You know how many hot bitches I own? All right, we're going to try this. Wow, did I almost ultra this? This was close. Aiden, I do it because I love you guys. I don't want to be scary. I don't want to make people scared. So I will not be smashing televisions over my head anymore. I won't be machine flipping anymore either, guys. So if you're watching for those kind of things, just know that you missed it. You've already missed out on it. We can't do any more machine flips or head smashes. Oh, nice. Sky Monkey. Love it. Oh. God damn it. It's offset pretty bad. I don't want to come at it this way because I got to go. I'm going to come at it from here. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Ah, come on! Like, I don't fuck with you. Dude, it can't be that far. Somebody else who knows the area better. I know that the only thing I know is that it was pretty close to Fort Jackson because I got to go see my basic training station when we were there last time. One text and your ass next. I don't fuck with you. All right. This is what I haven't really said much on. Generally, I'll up 2 clubs, low tee it. You pretty much have to, if you don't hit the 4-wood, if you don't hit a 4-wood or higher, 4, 3, 9, or any driver, you have a chance of catches. Yeah, you know what was not hilarious to watch? Me upstairs. I don't know if it was a concussion or the jack fire that did it, but me on the floor in my bathroom puking the worst, most wretched puke you could ever imagine. Go hard or go homeless. But I will say this, guys. I will say this, though. Something, that TV that I smashed over my head that I think kind of won the battle that day, it is the same model of TV that I believe is going to be packaged with the PGA Tour Edition. With, that would also be with, it would be with a 4-year warranty, I believe, too. So, oh, nice, nice, nice. The Clash is, Fort Jackson is, shit, it's not Augusta. What is it? Fort Jackson is, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know what city it, Columbia. Columbia. Yes. I said that before Brandon did. I promise you this, everyone. Top flow, motherfucker. Shit, every day coming up. I was really trying to ace that, guys. Okay, so now a lot of people want to go over this one from here. You could hit the high 5. I really like hitting this shot, though. What the fuck? No, 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 no. Oh my God, there it is. There it is. So I also have we got another ad spot we're going to do here. And this will be, it'll be preemptive on the streams, but just so everybody's here, we're going to make an edit of the Charles Barkley I'm Not a Role Model video. Just so everybody knows going in that I'm not a role model. And that's Ben Russell. Thank you very much for giving me the idea. That's awesome, dude. I think I should reach out to Samsung. I think that's a good idea. Hi, Ricky Bobby. Whoopsie. Come off the wall. I don't think this is going to get over. That was terrible. Oh, it did. Good. Look for the Blizzard of Bryant in YouTube, Quirto, or on Twitch. I don't know how easy it is to search on Twitch. But look for the Blizzard of Bryant, and it's pretty much right at the end of it. It was when Bryant Wiegers was up here with me. He fell down and blacked out, passed out about right here. And then finally went up to bed, and I ended up drinking a bottle of Jack Fire, and it got out of hand. Sometimes that happens when you drink. All right, guys. But it is, we've given a couple hours on a Monday. I don't really have much else to show. We've gone through the events. We talked about a couple different balls. So I'll give you guys, I'm going to take the rest of the night off. Maybe. God, let's see what invites I have. really don't have anything to do tonight, and I'm not tired, so we'll take a breather from events. Let's see if I got an invite or two to play. What a fucking lawnmower. Oh, shit. All right. Just a fucking recognition. All right, so yeah, I know. The whole thing in Wisconsin was kind of nonsense. A lot of bad on my part. I mean, I went overboard. Obviously, I got pretty freaking drunk. Uh-oh. Mark Tate, my wife just texted me. I like Mark Tate. Well, she should. You're freaking awesome. Mark Tate is freaking awesome, Jill. Jill Muklewicz, Mark Tate is a gentleman and a scholar. And actually, I need to talk to him again. How do we do this? But nonetheless, dude, I don't know. I've been going to that tournament in Wisconsin for longer than Peggin has existed. Getting drunk and crazy at that tournament is why we love that place, dude. It's why we've loved that place, man. Hang on, I gotta reinstall the GoldenTeeTV app. Because oh wait, I don't have to reinstall it. It is here. But I mean literally, guys, we all right, I don't know if anybody saw the giant stuffed life-size teddy bear. It ended up making a trip to a few tournaments in a row. And I will tell you this, if that thing had gotten a black light put on it, it would have needed to be burned. And I think Luna took it and gave it to his girlfriend at the time for Valentine's Day. Pretty sweet. Hang on, Mark. Yeah, we do need to talk. You want to talk tomorrow, bud? Come on, get hole one. I never get this hole. Yeah, I'm getting it. Let me get logged back in. Invite. All right, so now that I also... Okay, here we go. Yeah, and now for some reason, so with having that issue with Android today, when I I cut everything off and reinstalled it, and my screen size now is all jacked up, like really messed up. All right, Mark, cool. Oh, on vacation next week. Awesome. You're always on vacation, it seems. All right, so you're accepted. What was very nice of Luna? I'm not getting to read a lot of stuff right now. Have a good night, Mark. Good luck in your meeting. And now that I have permission that my wife likes you too, then I'm all. I mean, there's no reason like I can't marry you as well too, Mark. It's all good now. We're straight up. We're ready. Oh yeah. And actually, we had thought about cutting a hole in it because at one point at the St. Louis tournament at Redbirds and Noopy, I don't know if you guys know Noopy, but he's an Asian kid that was probably, I mean, the bear was larger than him, he had fallen asleep on it, and we thought about cutting it and wrapping around him. Yeah, I know. I wish I could more, but you know, for the good of everyone else, again, I have to shut up. I understand. But get out of here. Go get some sleep. Oh, he does. He does. All right, we're going to get kooky here. We're going to low T thumb this with roll. They're going to go? Ah. But it's shots like that, guys. If Stouts were, let's say, 5 yards shorter on that, I could have then hit an 8-iron low T with release and had no problem with it. So in general, if I'm hitting an 8 low T on a shot like this, I have more degrees that I can mess that thing up without it costing it from going in. That's why I say if you nerf the distance on Stouts, I will hole out more. Oh, you are. You are. And we're going to have to do a word of mouth sponsoring you for a tournament coming up. But are you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the world of bowling. What kind of things can we do to sponsor you? You guys watching USC just beating that ass at Kansas right now? Yeah, I know, but what kind of things can we buy you to make your game improve? Like, we can get you a jersey. Awesome. Oh. Yeah, Jason, that's not a bet I think you should take. I'm telling you right now. All right, we're going to try this. This might be short. And actually, I would be more looking at... All right. All right, so we're going to play this. We're going to play this last one against Ricky Bobby. And then I'm going to go upstairs, make love to my wife while thinking about Mark Tate. Sounds like a plan. And I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried to get it on with your significant other while thinking of the sexy voice that Mark Tate possesses, you're missing out. You're missing out on some of your life that you should probably get involved with. Ugh. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go like this. I'm actually really happy with the result on that. Liam, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I'm breaking my own records every time, Gravy. breaking my own records. All right, I still don't understand. I am stuck in silver bracket for non-prize play, and I don't know how to get out of it. All right, here we go. We're going to play us some Ricky Bobby. Where is it? He sent to Max. We're on the Hidden Temple, guys. Oh, I want to ask this again. So from the 24-hour stream, I gave away 5 swag bags that Adam Kramer put up, right? I wrote them down. And I didn't save the Excel sheet. And I went to bed all tired and had no idea who they were. I know who 2 of the 5 are, and they got sent today or tomorrow. If you want a swag bag from me, please reach out to me and let me know so I can get that sent out. I don't want to look like a welcher. Oh, he's dropping names on you now, Jason. Don't let him do it to you. Don't fall into the trap. Don't let him do it. I don't know how many of you guys were still looking for PS5s and things, but if your friend requests me on Facebook, I've been posting whenever I get a drop. And just the other day, I know John Rebel's been looking for one for a while. Well, I got another one from PlayStation, but it wouldn't let me check out for now. This is the 4th one that I would have been going for from PlayStation Direct. So it wouldn't let me check out because they said had bought too many for my household. So I actually got John Rebel's card, address, PSN account, and logged into him and got him one. So just pay attention. I'll let you guys know when they're coming. No, they're definitely coming. One of them went to one of the guys from Texas, to Braden, the kid that beat me twice, handicapped, I will say. But that kid's going to be a great player someday. If you guys didn't watch that at all, the dual streams we did, which we're going to have some more of those coming up. I'm actually going to do a dual stream with one Jason Stark coming up here soon. We're going to use that, and I'm going to try to coach him through. Hopefully the coaching works out for him. And then we'll get some more Texas ones back up, too. Jason, if you know John, are you in Chicago, too? Brad, you are getting real lucky right now. I've almost dropped like 4 of these. Well, one of the things, K9, I got messed up feet and knees. So if I don't bobble around, they lock up real quick. So I'm always rocking back and forth because if I stand still for more than a couple 5-10 seconds, it starts to hurt really bad. Thank you. About time. Uh-oh. What? Wait 1 second. I'm gonna end. You want to stand back here and talk while I'm playing? Okay. All right, guys. Last game of the night. I'm gonna take this bowling Brad Stewart bitch down right now, and then I'm going upstairs. I think this might be my favorite. This is probably my favorite course this year. Now I learned to shot on this weekend or the weekend in Sussex. I'm not going to hit it. I haven't gotten it perfected yet. But one of these days on the stream, I will. But you can hit a low 10.5 driver with release. And if you hit it hard enough, it will go directly underneath the wall of that building every time. I haven't figured out the speed to hit it yet. Yeah, this is one of the best courses they've ever designed, to be perfectly honest with you. I can't wait, too. The new tee boxes should make it even more interesting. And if you ever don't want to go over the wall into the courtyard, you can always hit the tee shot where I just did. There's always a lane through there, and the distance makes the trees not even really in your way. Okay, K9, when you play that, know that you should be putting backspin or bite on it, or else it can hit the top of that. And it is absolutely true. Bite and backspin will make the shots go higher. All right? It's 100% correct. All right, Brad. Sorry, Brad. I hate to do it to you, but I won bettered you. All right, kiddos. I love you guys. Thanks for participating tonight. We learned a few things, and I hope you guys can agree after the testing we did with the balls that really Stouts, Streaks, Titans, that's all the balls that you should be messing with right now, right? So if you want to try to practice your game without Stouts, use Titans. Get good with those, because if Stouts ever do get nerfed beyond usability, that's the ball you're going to. It's 100% the ball you're going to. Streaks are another specialty type ball, and there are benefits, but I'm saying move to Stouts. I mean, move to Titans or Stouts. Otherwise, thanks, K9. I'm good. Sometimes I take them 2 at a time. It's amazing. I'll juggle them, and it's incredible. But we will see you guys Wednesday, 8 p.m. Until then, everybody be safe. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.